You know, I think it's about time that we go down and check on Wallingsford and see what's happening to him again. Let's see if we can bring him in. He's a lot further off now. Come in, Wallingsford! Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you! I see that
you?
even with me up here in the space, you got a cheap craft down there.
Where are you?
I'm up here in space.
What are you doing?
Floating.
Huh?
Floating.
Oh, what is that I see?
I don't know.
Oh, it looks like the Earth. Are you looking out at the Earth?
I'm looking out at a great big round thing.
That's the Earth,
How do you know it isn't the moon?
because it has shapes of land on it like the Earth has, and water. I
Oh.
can see the oceans. See, there's part of a country. Come in, Wallingsford. What happened to you?
I'm looking down at the earth.
Huh?
I'm looking down at the earth. I can't see you.
I know you, but can you hear me?
Yes?
How's it going?
Pretty bad. I'm seasick.
You're space sick, maybe, but not
Oh.
seasick. Come in. Come in.
What?
Come in.
I'd love to come in. I hate it up here.
Well, we're going to leave you for a while.
Don't leave me!
No?
No!
I thought you were going to ask permission to go to the moon.
Can I go to the moon?
Well, I thought you'd never ask.
I wish I could take Barbara Beaver with me.
Why?
Huh?
She's not much good in an emergency.
Yeah, but it'd be company.
Yeah. Well, you go on ahead. You have permission to go to the moon.
Oh.
Yay! Say, he's really making good headway, isn't he? You know, I thought maybe we'd look behind the magic shade and we'd have a little idea of where Wallingsford is really headed. Here's a picture of the Earth. It looks very much like the one that Wallingsford saw from out of the spaceship. And here's the rocket taking off. You know, the rocket comes in 3 sections. There's one big section that has a lot of fuel in it, and he had to use that to blast off. We saw it when he blasted off, and he's burned all that fuel up, so the rocket ship here has dropped it off. He doesn't need it anymore. Then there's more fuel here that he's going to use to drive himself away from the Earth. You know, what's going to happen if Mr. Whatnot dropped this marking pen? Would it stay right here in the air, or would it drop on the ground? Of course, it drops to the ground or to the table. And what's drawing it down is what we call gravity. It's what keeps everything on the Earth from floating off. And we call that great power that's pulling things to the Earth, gravity. And the rocket ship is being pulled to the Earth. So we had to have a very special and a very strong rocket to blast off and away. And that's what Wallingsford has just done. He's blasted off that other piece. And he is now in a spaceship that's sort of shaped like this. Do you get a picture of that? And then this part will blast off later on. We'll see that when he lands on the moon. Now I'll show you a little bit, or a little idea, of how or where he's going. Remember, he blasted off, and then he traveled around. He's going in this direction, around the Earth, and then he's going around, and he's going around the Earth the second time when we checked him, remember? And then he asked permission if he could go somewhere, and we said yes. We wanted him to go to the moon, and that's where he's headed. He's way out in space, and he's blasted off, and he's going towards the moon. I wonder if we should check on him now and see just where he is. Come in, Wallingsford. Hello? Are you there, Wallingsford? Come in. He's so far away I can't even hear him. Hello, Wallingsford.
Hello, Mr. Whatnot.
Oh, what a beautiful picture you're sending back.
It doesn't look beautiful to me.
Oh, it's the moon. Oh, isn't that beautiful, boys and girls? Can't you just see it? Hello, Wallingsford. What's the matter? Don't you like it? Take a look. It's beautiful.
Ah!
Oh, look at that.
It's
ugly.
ugly.
It looks like bubbling soup.
Well, it isn't bubbling. It looks like green cheese, only it's gray.
It's gray.
It's moldy cheese.
No, I don't think it's moldy cheese. Hello?
Mr. Whatnot?
Tell me what you see.
I see a bunch of rocks and holes in them.
Those are what we call craters.
You're kidding.
Can you see any people?
Yes.
Well, you can?
Yes.
Oh, you can't see people up there.
I wish I could.
Oh, it'd make you happy. What about the man in the moon?
No, the man in the moon is a lady.
Why?
I can see her down there.
Oh, I think you're pulling my leg.
No, but I wish I were down there so I could.
Well, that'd be fun, wouldn't it? We'll see you later, Wallingsford. Now we're going to... He's going to take off, and he's going to blast off and float around in this little nose cone. But it's a little different than that. It's this. It's sort of like kind of a funny bug that's floating around in space, and it's shaped like this. And you see those four things on the bottom here? Those are like legs. And Wallingsford is going to come down very slowly like that onto the moon's surface. Then he's going to, those legs will open up, we hope, and then he'll land right on the moon. And that's sort of, we call it a moon bug. And that's what he's going to use to land on the surface of the bug, of the moon. And you know, remember when we just saw the pictures of the moon? It wasn't as pretty as the Earth. There didn't seem to be any trees or any water or just big holes. But it'll be kind of interesting to see some of the things that Wallingsford will report back to us, I hope, on what he sees on the moon. That might be kind of fun. So I suppose you're going to wonder how Wallingsford's going to get back. Well, it's very easy. He's going to blast off this little bug part. That's going to go up in the air, and it's going to meet the big rocket, and it'll hook right on the point there, and he'll crawl through. Then they'll drop that, and then the big rocket will continue going, and then it'll blast off this cone. The cone will float through the air and come down in the ocean. Let's check now and see how Wallingsford is making out. Come in, Wallingford! Come in, Wallingford! Have you landed on the moon yet?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Hello!
Hello.
Where are you?
I'm landing on the moon.
Come in. Oh, you're getting very close. Say, that's a marvelous picture you have there. What do you see? Anything?
The moon.
I know it's the moon. What color is it?
Gray.
And do you see any water there?
No.
Those are just big holes?
Yes.
You really have wonderful observation. What's the matter?
I'm kind of floating around in here. The gravity isn't as heavy as on Earth.
Oh, you're floating?
Yeah, I can bounce real easy.
Oh, well, they don't have as much gravity on the moon as they do on Earth. So you have to wear, didn't you put your lead shoes on?
No.
What?
I forgot them.
Oh, you should have
Whoop,
worn them.
here I go.
Whoa, be careful. Well, he certainly seems to be having his troubles. But I bet when he gets back, he'll have a lot more to tell than he actually is telling us now because he's kind of upset. You know, it might be kind of fun to get away from Wallingsford for a minute and come over here and hear about a story of a little mouse boy that actually made it to the moon. And that's our story today.